you're looking for the best neighborhoods with views, space, and privacy here in the Colorado Springs area, we're going to show you 3 very different options that offer you the best neighborhoods that offer those views and space here in the area.
And we're going to tell you how much they would cost, too.
Which is the real kicker. But 3 very different options. Stay tuned to the end. The end is something that we've never featured before. I'm really excited about it, but it's a great option if you want that classic Colorado feel. So 3 very different options. Let's go. All right, so welcome to your Thursday drive with Lori and Kayleen. Today we're going to show you, like I said, 3 very different options. And so the first one, you have to stay tuned because the last one's my favorite. The middle one actually...
We just learned about the last one.
The middle one actually is my favorite. I lied.
Really?
I would pick the middle one. Well, it's because you need to have the money, though, too, to go with it. But they're very different options.
Yeah.
So our first one we're taking you to is an option, has some great views out the back of it.
So we were checking off these boxes when we picked out.
Yes.
So views, privacy,
space.
But how much is that going to cost you for each of these? And that's what we're going to tell you that as well, too.
Yeah, the problem with Colorado Springs and Colorado is land is expensive. And so you really have to have a decent budget. There are ways, I would say, in the 500s to have some privacy. Maybe a view. It's going to be an older home, and you won't have a ton of space. But there are
500s?
Yeah, but think about some of the neighborhoods, houses that we have sold that have, gosh, it's so bumpy. That have the privacy fences, mature trees. I feel like sometimes with some of those, you felt like you couldn't see your neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, it's perspective, I guess. I would, if you're coming from a large city, yeah, I mean, you could have a private backyard.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for, to me, that, maybe a half an acre lot, you maybe want a walking trail or open space behind you, and what was our third thing? Views?
Privacy.
Oh, and a view.
Oh, view. Yeah.
Like a view could be, of the mountains. It could be a view of the city. It could be a view of just the park behind you if you have little kids and you want to see them play.
Maybe for 500 you get a view of your neighbor. Maybe that's what we mean by view.
Sometimes, usually, I will say this,
showering.
Usually it's one or the other.
Yeah.
But I think we've picked out 3 good places where it kind of checks all those boxes.
Yeah.
So the first one, can I just tell them the price of the first one?
You can tell them the price of our first one. I think our last one probably is our cheapest option.
Yep. So our first one, we actually have this home under contract for a client, and the total price on this home was just under $800,000. Can't tell you the exact, but just under $800,000.
Started off in the 9s. We did some really good negotiating on this one.
We did really good negotiating.
He said it was the best negotiating that and one of the most incentives he's taken off a home ever.
And on top of that, it's a new build house.
Yeah.
He got full landscaping. We got refrigerator. We got washer and dryer. The only other thing they're going to have to do is put up blinds. But the landscaping was kind of a big deal because it is a bigger lot.
And that's our client's house, too.
That's our client's house.
They have good space. What do you
that
think
was
that is?
that was a half an acre.
I was going to say, it's probably
and I think that's what this one is, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're in Timber Ridge. I'll put some drone of Timber Ridge. You'll see the little bit larger lots. So this is more of a traditional neighborhood for your views, privacy, and space.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to the other ones in a little bit.
So we're showing you one in District 49, which is Timber Ridge in this section. We're going to show you one in District 20, and actually the last one's District 20 as well.
Yeah.
And anything from right below 800 to, and we aren't telling you.
What does that mean?
I'm blanking it out it's a secret until we get there. I was
confused what was happening.
So this is your option for right under 800,000, brand new.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we have a lot of clients in this area too.
Yeah, we're right here. It's a great neighborhood.
One of my favorite houses that I always think about it was across the street here, and it had that separate little nook that had that fireplace, and the other side was I was going to make it into that library.
Oh, you do? You
I still like
that
house. I do. I think
that was a pretty good view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. It was a good yard too.
Well, and in this area, there's, I would say, 3 main builders. There are other builders, but 3 main builders. And Lori and I, the nice thing is you try to go to their different websites and it gets very, very confusing. And we do a lot of new builds, and so we just jump on a phone call. We stop by their office if the salespeople aren't answering their phone call.
Sold. It's not really sold, but it's close to being sold.
But that's kind of how we found this, because this one had actually gone under contract and then fell through and came back on. So we're gonna go in and show you guys views, privacy, space for under 800.
Let's go. All right, welcome to Timber Ridge.
We said views and privacy, so I had to back out.
Okay, good. Are you filming?
Yep,
Okay.
I am.
All right. So come on in. I don't even know if this is unlocked. I'm assuming it is, but I don't know.
So we told you guys
Check it out.
views, privacy. I'm gonna try to show you while Lori's trying to get in.
We're in.
There is a lot of space between these houses that on the other side. And then you'll see there's open space back behind.
So if you want a new build in this price range, this area is a good area. So when you first walk in, you have a little office flex area.
And they have the French doors on there.
It is a walkout, which is a lot of our clients love. And then you have a kind of a bedroom that's kind of tucked back in there with their own bathroom too.
Yeah, this is different. There's like 2 hallways.
Uh-huh.
These are super tall doors. They're 8-foot doors.
Kayleen did the orientation yesterday. You can see all the tape.
Yeah, that was my doing. So with an attached ensuite.
This is my favorite part. Like this slider is $1 million. Well, maybe it's only about 10,000, but I do like it.
That's what you said. Open space.
You got prairie dogs.
Look at this. Is my favorite part about this house. It looks like framed artwork in these windows.
Look at this. Come.
Oh, the triple.
And it keeps going. Well, wasn't it that one supposed to catch with it?
I think you can. Oh, there she goes.
Here I go.
Look at that.
Talk about Colorado indoor-outdoor living. This is fabulous. And then they included landscaping as well, which to landscape this yard, what do you think? You're at like 60?
Probably.
Depending
They're pretty
on what
big.
you do, it's a pretty big yard.
Yeah, it is. This doesn't even do it justice on here, but it's a big space. The one that I was telling you, Lori, they landscaped that one as well.
Yeah.
I do think these builders with these bigger lots, a couple of them did start to do some landscaping because I think people were intimidated.
Zoom in so they can see Pikes Peak. How close. It really looks a lot closer than you're seeing.
Yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Out your back door. So we were saying this checks the box for views. It checks the box for privacy and space.
Now,
so all of this, how much again?
A little under 800. Like if you want space, you're talking acreage, we'll show you that in a little bit here. But beautiful kitchen.
I do love this. This reminds me of your shower.
That's my tile in my shower.
It is.
Well,
I
my guest
love
shower,
it.
yeah. I do like it. It's kind of like that green gray.
See all my blue tape.
You do have a lot of blue.
We did a lot of blue tape, Lori. And then over here,
Primary.
there's a primary suite. And you
I
still
like the
have
separated
views and
vanities.
privacy.
And then a tub, I would say about 50% of our clients want a tub, 50% do not. This one has it. So that just means you lose your space in your shower a little bit. Huge walk-in closet here.
I know I did
And
like
I like
this
that they have the
closet.
shelving already put in. That's nice.
So this was option 1.
Option 1, 3-car garage. Laundry has some cool shelving in it. Downstairs is a walkout. 2 other bedrooms downstairs. So we're at a 4-bedroom plus an office home here. in Timber Ridge. Gorgeous option, but I'm excited to see the second one. All right, on to option number 2. What's beeping? I feel like everything
need
beeps
brake
now.
pads.
Don't you feel like everything beeps in the world right now? I feel like my dishwasher's done, it beeps. My dishwasher's open, it beeps. Everything's beeping. My laundry's done,
My
it beeps.
laundry sings.
Yeah, my laundry sings too. I'm like, okay. So, anyways, everything's beeping. But option
I
number
think
2.
we did a good job, guys.
I know, I do like that. That view is more spectacular in person. You'll see that when you guys reach out to us and come visit us.
So our next option is
different.
Actually, I'm really excited about it, but you need to break out the checkbook.
Well,
you are getting 2.5 acres though.
So Kaylee and I just did some reconnaissance, and we found it's called Prairie Ridge, and it's a new development. There's going to be 2 builders that are going
really hard to find any information about. That's why you reach out to
and
us.
I want to share it with you guys because I feel like you can't find acreage. Kaylee and I always talk about this in the middle of town, like in Colorado Springs per se. And this is a little pocket of some undeveloped land.
I think there's only 5 lots that are 2.5 acres. And then after that, they drop.
I think a couple of them are 3 acres. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, 3 acres.
Uh-huh.
And then the rest of the development that they'll lay out in phase 2 is like 0.7 acres.
Which actually is a pretty
I
good.
actually like that.
Yes, I like that size too. And they're going to have great views because they kind of sit on this ridge.
Yes, it does.
So it's a cool area. It's like right by Wolf Ranch. So you will buy all those amenities and everything, but I think you're going to feel like a little bit more privacy. I just think it's going to be a cool setting.
You're 5 to 7 minutes from schools and grocery stores and hospitals and all of that, but on acreage.
I know. And I had a really good point. What was it? Oh, you're back up to Black Forest, which I love that feeling of like not being in the trees, but having them
I agree.
nearby.
So here's the bad part. It's going to cost you like 1.7.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe.
Depends how big you want your house and
how many upgrades, but if you're going at it, so this is the dirt road.
We have to go on the dirt road.
So this was, we talked to the developer, and the developer said because there's already some existing homes here, this was part of their agreement that they would allow this road that we're entering in on to remain dirt. They didn't want, people want to feel like they're living in like the city, but not being in the city. Here's our lots. Like, look, we aren't going to be able to get in. I think we're going to have to just stand.
I can get in right there.
Okay.
I'm getting in.
We're going to see this.
Okay. I'm going to be one with the prairie. Oh, you don't? Oh, no one can hear Kayleen this time, but look how spectacular this is. Like, that is Pikes Peak right there. You're built, and you have 2.5 acres, and so there will be homes back over here. Those are the 0.7 lots that Kaylee and I talked about. So you guys are the first people to find out this information. You're in the know now here in Colorado Springs. They're actually for sale. Yes, absolutely. So we can get you started on having your own land that you can just run. I just want to kind of take you on the front tour.
Yeah, we just turned off the main road, so we aren't into like the higher up roads yet. I don't know what you call them. But the ones with views.
How different of an area of town this is. It's amazing to me. So different.
Definitely more established feeling.
Uh-huh. And you're in the bluffs. Like, the bluffs are right ahead. That's what, speed bump. That's what Kaylee was talking about. Is like
there's
Pikes
our
Peak.
trails
Yeah.
right there. Yep. Instead of like, well, there's people walking on the sidewalk, but it's definitely like outdoorsy trails. I guarantee you we're probably going to see a handful of little deer as we drive. They probably get bobcats, owls. Probably about just that. It's very rare if you have like a little bear or a mountain lion in town, but you will get a lot of bobcat, hawks, eagles, stuff like that.
District 20 schools. This is, we just passed Foothills Elementary School.
Yep. And now we are up on all the Oak Valley street names. So here's there's Oak Valley, and it kind of goes up this ridge. Then there was Oak Ridge and Oak Hills. So this area, again, going back to the video title, space, privacy, and why am I always forgetting views? The higher up you get, and I don't know if you can tell, but we're starting to go up a hill, the better views you're going to get. Some of the houses like up on these ridges definitely will check that box for views, although like Lori and I said, it's not like Pikes Peak. It's more just like trees and rock formations, maybe some foothills.
Okay, I'm trying to zoom in so you can see some of the houses on the top of these ridges here. Those are the ones that are going to probably have a little bit more spectacular view. Oh, here, let me see up here if I can show you up there a little bit.
This person's going to think I'm a creep.
Dog. Oh yeah, and then up here is really pretty too.
That's what if we keep driving up here.
This is why you guys need to reach out to us so we can get you guys also set up on a driving tour. So you can, a lot of times when you get here, you don't really even know these places exist because you're going to stay kind of on the main roads. But if you know like Oak Hill's right there there's no outlet, and Kaylee and I put that on our driving tour, you're going to know to kind of check out these places that check your boxes for what you're looking for in a house here.
And we don't have like an established driving tour. We actually go in and we customize it to what you're looking for. And so then all you have to do is plug in addresses, drive to the next stop. Plug in addresses, drive to the next stop. Here's this ridge up
here. Get out up here and kind of talk you through some of it.
And did I lie? Do they have a peak view?
They have a great peak view.
I did not think they would have that up here.
Oh yeah, they do. There's our deer. Kayleen said we would see one. We did. That was my running through the field debut.
It
Can you
is
go straight
so.
Here? Can you go straight on Poco?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know where it comes out, but I know you can.
So yeah, these people if you can see from the overhead, is like, you know, they have horses. You cannot have horses there or chickens. That's going to be part of an HOA. So you can have an outbuilding with an RV in it. Gosh, I keep thinking we're crooked.
But it does have to match, like you're in an HOA.
So funny that they can have horses, but then you can't. Like, because they have horses.
And that's
been established.
But these are definitely going to be new build homes.
New build community, new
versus
build homes.
Like that. I mean, that looks pretty new.
That one's a new build home. But, so that is one option. New area. I'm going to try to get a map over here of some of the lot sizes so you can see that. But premiums are about $55,000. I'm looking at this right now to $40,000, depending upon which one you're looking at. Some of them are over 3 acres.
Well, and those acreage lots, you are not. That's why they're releasing them first, because you're on your own well and your own septic. And the biggest thing here in Colorado is how much water your well is putting out depends on how you can kind of use the land, along with, you know, city and county enforcement and what they allow and don't allow. But these wells, and I forget the cubic feet that they said, but pretty much it supports a family of 4 or 5. Now you can do an ADU on your 2.5 to 3 acres, but the biggest thing is that water, and so the county will not pass the building permit if the well is not sufficient enough for what you're proposing to do. So
I'm hoping you can see also from the overhead cam, like this is another pocket I wanted to mention as we drive through, but these are newer homes here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like look how these are really pretty homes.
These were for sale, like when my sister was looking for land.
Yeah.
They looked at this land. I think this is called Highland Park? I forget the exact name of it, but it's right outside these new build houses. There's homes here. This is where, you remember when James and I put the offer in on the house at the beginning of COVID, and I got outbid by like $5,000?
Yeah.
This was where we were going to live.
Oh, I do remember that. That seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, it was right down the road. But there's houses from the 90s, 2000. No, I think that was like 2005. And then there is some newer build at the very far end of this community.
Yeah.
And it's right in between Sterling Ranch and Sterling Ridge and Wolf Ranch. There's like a little bit of acreage right there. These homes, even if you're looking at some of the older ones, I don't think I've seen them under like 1.4.
Yeah. I do think the next place we're going to is going to be one of your favorites. It has, it's a cheaper option. Homes from the 600.
Yep.
And it's your classical like Colorado feel in a home. Kayleen was right. It was Highland Park that we just drove through.
I second guessed myself.
What was I saying though before I had our camera shut off? Oh, I think you're going to like it the best because it has a classic Colorado feel. So you talk about views, space, and privacy. I have some amazing like drone footage I want to show you guys. So you can kind of get a feel for not only like from the ground, but also from the air.
Well, and hopefully the drone will show to me. We're heading over to the west side, and the west side is different.
Very
because you are very, very, very close, like right out your back door, to walking trails, hiking trails, biking trails, very much more outdoorsy and less suburban.
It's a very different lifestyle.
Very different lifestyle. But what you'll see, the age of homes is a lot older.
Yes.
But you have a lower price point, and to be honest, some of those I think can pull off like the mid-century vibe.
Yeah, they're kind of
cute.
look
Like there's some cute houses, but you have to be okay with that age and that vibe of house.
Yeah.
But it is gorgeous setting. A lot more wildlife over there too.
Definitely, for sure. So we're going to go take Woodman and cut over there. So yesterday I have four New Year's resolutions. One is to do a Bible study every morning. I haven't done it yet today.
I've been doing that.
Have you? Look at us. 2 is to cook a meal because I'm a terrible cook, and I'm like, once a week I got myself a cookbook, a protein cookbook, and I was like, I can follow a recipe. I am a smart, independent woman. I can follow a recipe and make dinner once a week, so we're not getting Chipotle or Jimmy John's. That's number 2.
Lori, funny intersection to her New Year's resolutions. Interjection, not intersection.
Intersection.
I still laugh about this. I knew we could be friends because when we were working together, she'd be like, I really need to go to the grocery store. Today, I sent my kids to lunch with croutons.
You always talk about that story. It was so memorable to you.
And peanut butter. It just made me laugh. I'm like, I didn't think anybody else did that because I would do that. I would like clean out my pantry and be like, just take this.
I know. Like,
not that they really even ate it. They probably just threw it away. But I thought, well, there's lunch. Just eat that. And that's what you did.
Bible study. I think I have more. Oh, I need to
cook a meal a week.
And then my last one was to like start doing things because my kids are getting older. Is to like do a couple things for myself. So I did get myself a needlepoint or like the crochet thing.
You're cross-stitching.
Cross-stitching, yes. I haven't started yet, though. I've had the kit now for like 2 months, but I'm going to do that.
I don't think you're patient enough for that.
I know. It could be a disaster, but I'm going to try. But I really was like, I need to plan like a ladies' night. So I planned a ladies' night, a book club and wine club. Really, we just have a glass of wine or 2 and talk and have fun because I had like 21 women over. Like 6 or more.
I'm impressed
clients.
How you conquer.
I actually enjoyed myself. Now I got to read a book. I don't really read books very often either, so I'm going to read a book. I don't know. We're voting on which one.
I like to listen to books.
I was very proud of myself. I'm really doing
like
well.
Like what kind of books did people recommend? Because you had a vote on what kind of book you'd read, right?
I can't remember what one is
like,
winning.
Is it like romance? Is it self-help? Is it...
No, not self-help.
Is it like, what do you even talk about? That's what I don't understand.
We didn't really, we just drink wine and have fun. But we had played games. Someone won some wine glasses from Anthropology. And anyways, it was a fun night. And I'm making my goals.
But I still don't get a book club. All right, so you read a book.
You read it, and then it's just an excuse to get
together. So
you're
just like talking, and you're like, I can't believe so-and-so in the book actually did this. On this one,
because I don't know.
I don't get it
yet.
I don't understand.
But I think what I'll do is I'll make like a quiz like on the book, and like then we'll like talk about.
Oh, you're a teacher at heart.
No, I'm not a teacher. No.
I would never think to make a quiz, but it will spark conversation.
It sparks conversation and it gets people going, because a lot of people don't know each other.
Yeah,
because they're from all over. So
no,
it really
I like
worked out
that.
really well. But
So did you all stand up, or did you gather around like your bar? Did you sit on your couch, or
a little by our downstairs bar area? And then we sat on the couch. I made them play Would You Rather, and then we had a quiz on wine about like flavors and grapes and like that kind of thing. So anyways, you're a good host. I'm gonna try.
I just make food and turn on music.
See, I don't make food. I don't like to cook. This is my problem. So, all right. Anyway, so we're gonna go take you to the west side. We're gonna show you this area and these houses.
Can we tell them what it's called?
Yeah, sure.
Oak Valley.
Oak Valley.
So Oak Valley, when Lori had came up with this video title, views, privacy, and space. I would say it definitely has privacy. You get more space. Views are a little different. Like where we were just at, I would consider views like open space, mountains.
Pikes Peak in the distance.
Pikes Peak. Like you aren't going to get that on the west side because you're at the foothills. So your views over there are probably more just like a Colorado setting, like some more mature trees, some rocks. You'll have a lot of wildlife, so probably deer in the yard and maybe some rock formations, but you aren't going to get like the Pikes Peak views.
No. And I was thinking like neighborhoods.
Because you're in a valley.
Really make a difference here. Like you can have, I was talking about this in a video, you can have $800,000 and you can have a very different home in different areas, sections of Colorado Springs. It makes such a difference. Like think of an $800,000 home over where we just were at compared to what we're going to get now on the west side. It's very different. So, we can have clients with the same budget, but the homes are very different, I would say.
And because it's very different, like, we'll hear you on a phone call. Like, usually what people do is they see our videos. They reach out to us, which we would love for you guys to do. After you reach out, we usually like to jump on a phone call and kind of understand a little more what your situation is, what your story is, what you're looking for, your timeline, some specifics. And then from there, I would say most people, it used to be like half and half, especially during COVID when houses were just flying off the shelf, like half and half were shopping in person and half were completely virtual. I would say 80% of people come out and we go house shopping, even if we don't find the house that first time.
Yeah.
Lori and I, within 1 to 2 days, can really, with that $800,000 budget or whatever you have, we can help narrow down what areas you really like and maybe find the exact house, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, we'll at least know what neighborhood you like, what you don't like, what the vibe is, what's most important. So
yeah, there's some good deals to be had out there right now. So we'll see how the spring market progresses. But we've seen 3.99% interest rates. We actually just found that we have
with new builds.
With the new builds, right? We have, but you can get some good seller concessions too. A lot of times
we had a couple VA clients that locked in with no rate buy downs in the 5s.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just interest, or like, shopping for your mortgage with a regular lender,
right.
Not buying down the rate. And sometimes people don't understand. We can submit offers and ask for concessions to where sellers will buy, pretty much
help buy
your rate down.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were at like a 5.75, you can buy it down like 0.25% or whatnot. But it really all comes down to your lender running numbers, when we get to the point where we're actually writing offers And Lori and I do partner with a couple really good lenders here in Colorado Springs. They are very, very good at what they do and help us write the best offer when you find the house that you love. So
this is one of my best places to drive in the city with one of the best views.
I always actually think of you going down this road because you always say that.
I do. I just love this road. It's like Woodman as you're going west, and the mountains are just right there. Like, watch when we go over this hill, it's going to be like an aha
think you're
moment.
right.
It's going to be like, oh.
And even if it's like foggy out or something, I think you're close enough because you're heading west.
Yeah.
That you always get the view.
Garden of the Gods from right here. I don't know.
It is beautiful.
We'll see how well we line this up on our videos, but hoping you guys can see that. Like the last time, we did this living in Prairie Ridge video, and it was like all crappy out. It was not very good. And Kaylee and I actually filmed the hood of her car the entire time instead of. So if you watch that video, you notice there's like film of like the surrounding areas we normally do, because somehow we filmed her hood of her car instead of, and then we were gone for like 2 hours filming that video, and so you guys got drone footage instead.
Which may be more interesting.
Which maybe just worked out, I don't know. So it was more of Kaylee and I talking.
Because that video's doing pretty good, so.
I know. All right, so we're almost here.
I would say we're 7 minutes out from Oak Valley, so maybe we go off and come back on.
We'll bring you on. I'm going to do some footage so you can actually see what that looks like.
All right, so views, privacy, and space. I think this checks the boxes. Lori can maybe look over here and zoom in. A lot of these houses will be on ridges, and you'll see like it's a totally different view than just that straight on Pikes Peak view. But because you're on hills, there's like different elevations. You don't typically have a neighbor right next door. If you do, a lot of times they're down the hill just a little bit. But some of these up on the ridge, like you get Blodgett's Peak, this actually has Pikes Peak up here. Some of these show NORAD, but you definitely will get city views. To me, this does feel very Colorado, definitely less suburban, but you're gonna have to be okay with older homes over here. But we just thought that this was important. So some of these houses up on the ridge will be just past $1 million, like what, 1.1, 1.2, but you can find houses on the streets that Lori and I took you and drove you through over here. Price point wise, I would say 600 to just over $1 million. But one thing that is drastically different versus the new build options that we showed you, your tax rate on an established home is definitely quite a bit less. You know, if I take an $800,000 budget from house one and then compare it to a tax rate of a $800,000 house over here, you're like a third of the price in taxes.
All right, we're a little wind blowing from being up there on that ridge. That is one thing that you do have some good winds on those ridges. Like Ruffles have ridges have wind. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so that is our Colorado Springs neighborhoods video on views, space, and privacy here in Colorado Springs. There's a ton of little pockets like this, you guys, all over the area. So make sure to reach out to us and we can kind of guide you through that. We'd love to help you make the move here to Colorado Springs.